with how action-packed Dragon Ball Z is, and a lot of people don't see like the artistry in this story. It was real. And then they were talking about the recaps, all the favorite moments and things like that, and how we got spoiled basically because we saw Dragon Ball Z back in the day, kind of we took it for granted. This is why when you have a dream, when you have a goal, I challenge you. Go out and create it now. Don't wait for no perfect moment. Don't wait for the best time. Go out and create it now. If not for Dragon Ball Z, I want to be a manga. I'm just being completely honest. You know, although I talk about manga a lot on this channel, and although we talk a lot about self-publishing and more, I wouldn't have gotten into making manga without actually seeing Akira Toriyama's work. See, when I was 5, that was when Dragon Ball Z was like popping. It was really, really big back in the 90s, man. It was super cool. Hey kings and queens, welcome to another episode of Elevate with E. It's E here, Uwarni Hughes, CEO of Great Gale LLC, dedicated to rebranding the narrative. And this is a podcast aimed at helping you elevate over the limits that life throws at you, and today is no different. So today's topic is, you might be the next Akira. So, who is Akira? Well, Akira is a legendary mangaka Akira Toriyama. He is the creator of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dr. Slump, and he worked on Dragon Quest. Without him, modern manga like the big three wouldn't exist. Akira also means bright, clear, wisdom, intelligence, and truth. So stay until the end and I'll show how this can impact your life. And if you've never seen Akira Toriyama's work, there it is, Dragon Ball Z, the legend. And without him, the big three, I know Bleach is in it, but we don't have that right now. We got One Piece and we got Naruto. So again, we got One Piece and we got Naruto. So, and Bleach is up there as well. So without Dragon Ball Z, G's modern manga wouldn't exist right now. And welcome back everyone. Our theme for 2024 is breakthrough. 2023 was the year of momentum, and what do you do with all that momentum? You break through. You push forward despite the limits. This is how you elevate to the next level, and who better to learn about breakthroughs from than the legendary one, Akira Toriyama. So before we go any further, let me just tell you a story. If not for Dragon Ball Z, I want to be a mangaka. I'm just being completely honest. You know, although I talk about manga a lot on this channel, and although we talk a lot about self-publishing and more, I wouldn't have gotten into making manga without actually seeing Akira Toriyama's work. See, when I was 5, that was when Dragon Ball Z was like popping. It was really, really big back in the 90s, man. It was super cool. And what happened is I saw my friend Raul drawing Goku. I think that was the first time he went Super Saiyan. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Before then, all I really used to do was just draw mazes. That was just my thing. I used to just enjoy drawing mazes, seeing people go through the maze, having to use their mind and think, how do you actually go through this? Like, can I get to the end? You know, seeing them enjoy themselves going through it. And how did I even get into mazes? I think it was from seeing the back of like cereal boxes, like if you're in the 90s, those cereal boxes that came with the activities and stuff like that, or seeing puzzle books and mazes, whatever the case. The point is this, I loved making mazes, and after seeing Dragon Ball Z, I just got into drawing. And then from drawing Goku, I just found myself drawing and drawing and drawing. It was fun, man. And I kept drawing until I got One Piece. And then once I had One Piece in my hand, I realized this is so simple. This is so simple, a child could do it. I could do it, because by the time I read One Piece, I was probably like 8 to 10, around that range. And then that's been a while ago. So like decades later, you know, we self-published 14 books cover to cover. And it would never have happened if I didn't see Dragon Ball Z all those years ago. So what does that tell you, kings and queens? Don't just try and connect the dots looking forward. The dots connect looking backwards. You know, in Romans 8:28, all things work together for good to them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. And this is why it's so tragic with the fact that he passed away, because for me, it felt like it came out of the blue. Like I was working one night and then I just saw the news like, oh, Akira Toriyama passed away. I couldn't believe it, so I had to check multiple sources. And then I saw Anime Sunday, that's what it was. And I saw his page and he talked about it. They were going live and it was real. And then they were talking about the recaps, all the favorite moments and things like that. And how we got spoiled basically because we saw Dragon Ball Z back in the day, we took it for granted with how action-packed Dragon Ball Z is, and a lot of people don't see like the artistry in this story. But the reality is that at the end of the day, that's an interpretation. The truth of the matter is that the creator is gone. Yes, the franchise can exist without him, but without him in the beginning, we wouldn't even be talking about this. So this is what I'm telling you, kings and queens. Your health is wealth. Your health is so important. It doesn't matter if you have the most amazing manga, the most amazing story, self-published book, any type of novel idea. Without your health, you won't be able to reach it. This is why I'm telling you, this whole karoshi mindset, death from overwork, it has to be destroyed. Grinding until 6 in the morning every day, getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep, not taking care of your mental health, not taking breaks, not getting up for walking, not drinking water. That's dangerous, all right? We need to replace it with Kaizen. 1% better every day. And I'm talking about myself too, because sometimes I find myself up late at night just trying to relax, just trying to draw, and it's not healthy, It's not just for you, it's for everyone that's listening, even me. Like, we need to get off of this karoshi mindset, and we need to get into Kaizen, because karoshi is going to lead to death from overwork, and you're working yourself into, struggle. I know one of my favorite mentors, Myron Golden, talks about it, the struggle bus. Like, you're going to end up with more struggles when you just keep overworking. You need to get into Kaizen. You need to get into ebb and flow. Grinding is part of the journey, but we need to get into ebb and flow. We need to get into systems. So, again, I'm still in shock at the fact he's passed away. And honestly, it doesn't even feel real. So again, when you have a dream, when you have a goal, I challenge you. Go out and create it now. Don't wait for no perfect moment. Don't wait for the best time. Go out and create it now. So after happened, like maybe a couple weeks later, the Pray Tour happens, And honestly, I went with that with my wife, and it was amazing. But one thing I want to let you know, Kings and Queens, Master Key. Rock your merch wherever you go, even if it's out to listen to your favorite artists and musicians. And we're going to get into why that is later on. But again, so if you don't know what the Pray Tour is, the Pray Tour was for 1K Fuse Pray for Atlanta album, which he collabed with Zaytoven. He had this song, Him. Don't you play with him. Cross on me, that's him. Sauce on me, that's him. What you doing if you jumping out the gym? Got me singing hymns. Like, if you ever heard it, you need to check it out. The Pray for Atlanta album is fire. It's literally fire. So I went there. 1K P Sound was there. John Keith was there. Aha Gazelle was there. So these are like awesome Christian artists. These are awesome hip hop artists that are just pure fire. The music is incredible. And if you missed it, you missed the unforgettable experience. The vibes, the music, the transparency. Like when John Keith had the song called MIA. Aha Gazelle's No Limits, 1K P Sons in my section. Like, it was fire. It was fire. I made a post on it on Instagram, but I say all that to say this. After the event, getting photos with everyone, almost like they had this like VIP experience, which was amazing. After all of that, I remember I was in line. I'm like, oh, this Aha, he's busy, just performed for hours. Will he actually have time for photos? And then he took the photos. So I'm in line, I'm waiting, people are talking, everything is going good. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm going to say, I've been listening to Aha for almost a decade. So this is fire. This is actually fire to actually meet one of my favorite artists, right? Right? So here's where it gets crazy. So while that's happening, I'm in line. Then I go up and I'm going to get the photo right next to Aha. My wife is there. She's going to take the photo. I think Aha's DJ. I forgot the DJ's name. Maybe it's DJ Run. You're going to take the photo. And he has the craziest part, Kings and Queens, right? Aha, who's like much taller than me. He's like 6 something. Like, I look short compared to him. I'm like 5'11", almost 6 feet. He's like 6 plus. Plus his hair, almost like a 7'4". So what happens is I'm getting the photo with him, right? And he's mad tall, and he looks down. He's like, oh, what's that? And he takes his glasses off. Like, he has these cool shades because he's just cool. If you ever listen to his music, you just see the man is just cool. Takes his glasses down, and he looks at what I'm wearing, and I'm wearing the Fight for Your Dreams hoodie. And why is that so significant? He takes it down, he looks at the hoodie, and I told him, he's like, ooh, what's that? And I'm like showing him, yeah, this is my hoodie. I made it because I'm actually a mangaka. And it's like Masego's on one side, Shani's on the other side. You got the the Aya, actually, Adinkra, and then there's the elephant's footprint, Adinkra, in the center, with these cool, like, Afrocentric, Afrofuturism design. And he said, wow. Then he said something I'll never forget. He told me, you could be the next Akira. And I was like, I felt like Samurai Jack when he just got flung, when the portal got open and Aku flung him into the past. I was like, wait, me? You're not talking about someone behind me? Not because I don't have confidence, right? It's just sometimes when someone says something that just completely, it threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting that. This isn't like a manga event. I came to listen to, dope Christian hip hop, praise God, all of that, came to celebrate with my wife. And then that happens, and it threw me for a loop. So this is what I'm telling you, Kings and Queens. You just always have to, what is it? When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Got the photo. I'm still in shock. He told me that. That was unforgettable because, again, I was listening to Aha for a long time, almost a decade. So to meet him in person, and that's what he told me and encouraged me because I've been going through it, man. And I had my business cards on me. My wife reminded me to pull them out because I was still in shock. Like, whoa, did he really just say that? But I had them on me. So, had them, gave him the cards, We will see what happens, But I say all that to say this. Stay ready, kings and queens. Stay ready. Have your merch on you. Remember what I talked about earlier? This is what I'm mentioning now. Have your merch on you when you're going out. I'm literally wearing a jacket that I made that says "Believe" on it. When I was at Georgia State University and I was on a panel, I literally had that merch on me. And someone was literally like, "Wow, that looks fire, boy. What is that? Who made that?" I was like, "I made it." And I showed them the contact. He followed. All that is great. So what does that tell you? That was a king. I was speaking to a young king there. What does that tell you? Wear your merch. Have your merch available. Have your books on you at all times, wherever you're going, because you never know who you could meet. So always stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So how does this affect you? What does this have to do with, I'm going to be the next Akira? Look, just like Aha told me I could be the next Akira, I want to tell you, you could be the next Akira, the next Eiichiro, the next Osamu, the next Hiromu, the next Tezuka, or the first you. See, you can create a manga series that is so incredible, so impactful that it changes generations, that they make animes out of you. T-shirts, merchandise, video games, the whole 9 yards, people dress up in super dope cosplay. You could transform so many people's lives for the better with your story. You could uplift them. You could help them go through challenges and see beyond to seize greatness. And it all starts with you, not me. You believing in yourself. So how can you do it? Simple. Let me explain. 1, you need your mindset. Change your thoughts and empower yourself. 2, you need to focus, all right? There's a lot of things going on social media. That's distractions. Focus. A lot of things in the news. A lot of things going around. You focus on what you can control. 3, once you got your focus, you have to focus on what is the one most important aspect of your story, then hone in on it. Story. 3, the honest truth is story is more important than art. And as an artist, I have to say it. Story is more important than art. So make sure your story is captivating. 4, self-publishing. Put it all together in a book. Make it professional grade and then sell it. Again, make it professional grade and then sell it. And lastly, be yourself, because at the end of the day, nobody just wants to be a carbon copy of other people. You have to be the best version of yourself, all right? You have to be. Because again, that's what's going to help resonate with people. And if you need help with making your own manga series or your own books, don't worry. We made this book just for you, and it's called 7 Steps to Creating a Dream Manga Series. And why did we make this? We made it to help you realize the only 7 steps you need to make your own books cover to cover. And this is not just for manga. This is for business books, for novels, for children's books, for audiobooks. This is a business book. And it gives you the principles, the systems, the strategies that you need to succeed. Because again, making books is not as hard as you think it is when you have a system. When you don't have a system, you can be going around the mountain. You can be just like the children of Israel, just walking around instead of going into your promised land, instead of walking into your destiny. So I'm telling you, kings and queens, shortcut decades into days and get 7 steps to creating a dream manga series. And if you want this book, hit the link below and you can get this book and we'll ship it to you, plus over $1,200 in bonuses. Now, let's get back to it. All right. Lastly, don't mock people to make your story grow. Although some say Akira didn't miss, I beg to differ. It's crazy, but that's another topic for another day. That's a topic when we're going to like different aspects of manga and like the etymologies, the references and more. So we'll say that for another time when we talk about the power of manga. And that's going to be the next episode actually. So in the next episode of Elevate with E, we're going to start equipping you to go beyond and understand what manga is. Not just as an art form. We'll make sure that you see the business side of it and how to truly win on purpose with it. Like, why do you need a copyright? Why do you need to actually write a story that matters? Why shouldn't you use AI art? It's simple, it's effective. You can get your art done in days. You can make a book in 24 hours, 100, 400 pages. You could do that. Why shouldn't you do that, though? We're going to cover all of that and more in the power of manga because, again, I want to empower you, kings and queens. This is one of the most slept on industries for business owners, for creatives. And when you understand the business side of it, everything changes. So stay tuned next week for the power of manga. Again, now we got the power quote of the day, and it is clarity is power. The more clear you are about exactly what you want, the more likely you are to achieve it. Billy Cox again. Clarity is power. The more clear you are about exactly what you want, the more likely you are to achieve it. Billy Cox. Again, Now, next up, action is the real measure of intelligence. Napoleon Hill. Again, action is the real measure of intelligence. So have your clarity and have your action. That's what's going to change your life. Okay, now we're on to upcoming events and more. We will be at the 12th annual Schaumburg Black Comic Book Festival this Saturday, April 27th as attendees. We look forward to seeing you there. If you've never gone to the Schaumburg, it's in Harlem, you have to go. If you're into black comics and Afrofuturism manga and so much more, you have to go. Before making Bold Saga, I was there. It was so inspirational to see all these amazing authors and manga artists and creatives. Now, literally, I remember going back last year telling them thank you so much, because if not for you, I wouldn't be at the level that I am right now. I went from 1 book to 14 books, and they were part of my inspiration. Because I'd never seen Afrofuturism. Besides Black Panther, I didn't know that there were comic books and things like that. So exposure equals expansion. Expand your mind and go to new levels and new horizons. It was look forward to seeing you at the 12th annual Schaumburg Black Comic Book Festival. Again, Saturday, April 27th. And it's free. Next up. Want to go faster? Do you want to reach wealth faster? Not slowly, faster. Not no get-rich-quick schemes. Faster in your lifetime. Perfect. All right. Are you tired of starting but never finishing your first book? Tired of having it just a whole bunch of ideas, a whole bunch of just scattered things all over the place and never combining and just having it sit in a Word doc for months, weeks, years, decades? All right, I'm right there with you, because I used to be like that. And once I figured out the system to make books, it was a game changer. So here's what we got for you. Get our free guide, 3 Mistakes Keeping You from Millions and Your First Book. Again, get our free guide, 3 Mistakes Keeping You from Millions and Your First Book. Hit the link below, and guess what it is? The price is free. Again, the price is free. So again, get the free guide, hit the link below, and we look forward to seeing you. Enjoy it, and use it to transform your life. Next up, we've got new books available, new Bold Saga books. I'm super excited to share this with you, Kings and Queens. Oh my gosh, they're in stock finally. We got the Bold Saga coloring book right now. You know, it's beautiful. You know, you got all these amazing illustrations in there as well. You know, look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. Beautiful. Literally beautiful. That's the Bold Saga coloring book. We got the Shawnee's Flowers coloring book in. Look, we went to Boston Comics and Color Festival. Sold out. This book literally sold out, and we got to restock it. So, again, the restock is going to be happening very shortly, so check that out very soon. We actually have a book on Adinkra. Here it is right here. Again, Amazing Adinkra, which is going over the actual Adinkras that are used in Bold Saga, as well as what they mean. We are Rekwe, Dono Into Aso, Kinten Kantanji Nyame, and it's a coloring book. And then last but not least, one of my favorite ones, please read with me A to Z Ising Osa edition. So why does this matter? You'll actually learn about the different clicks like the Q click and what these words actually mean, like Galela, Hayi. So it's perfect for kids, perfect for adults. If you're looking for a way to just relax, calm down, focus on your mental health, focus on your self-care and so much more. Dingu, Mono, Monweni, what these words actually mean. One of my favorite parts of this book is when you get to the end and we get into different phrases like Indin Aela Olo, Indiavuya Ukudibana Nawe, Indifuna ice cream, and so much more. Because we want to show you that Bold Saga is not just having black characters in Japanese settings, but you're actually learning about African culture, African languages. This is one of the reasons why I took up the 20 months to make sure Bold Saga Chapter 1 was aesthetically pleasing and authentic representation, not no cookie cutter nonsense. So again, we've got all that and more, so just click the link below, go to soar.greatgale.com, again, soar.greatgale.com, and you can find all of our amazing books there. Plus, we got new faves for you. Afterpay is available along with e-gift cards. Plus, free shipping on orders over $100. So shop today. And next up, you are so close to your bestseller, to your book being in schools, education systems, and across the world. This is the power of a 5-star story, one that is so golden people love it and spread it like wildfire. And after self-publishing 14 books, we want to help you create your own book cover to cover. This is why we created Self-Publishing Goldmine. It is our group coaching program to help you go from just that idea to a finished book cover to cover, how to create your book, protect the book, and sell the book. We actually show you the systems that we use to make our books. And I'm telling you, Kings and Queens, this is something you don't want to miss, because we got not just amazing virtual workshops, not just the amazing coaching. It's a group coaching session. But there's also bonuses. Like you'll actually learn from a trademark lawyer about the benefits of intellectual property and how to protect your idea for your lifetime, as well as how to avoid a nightmare that could literally, it's like a 6-figure nightmare. It's not even maybe. It can go up to 6 figures, up to $100,000. You don't want these type of nightmares in your life, especially when you're creating your own manga, book series, and so much more. So if you want to avoid all that pain and step into greatness, I challenge you to take the step. Take the step, and I challenge you to enroll into self-publishing goldmine. So what we can do for you is this. Go to greatgale.com/SPG. You can book a free call. We can discuss this, and we can see if you're a great fit for the program, because again, it is a $5,000 investment, because at the end of the day, making your first book is over $20,000, plus the labor, plus the work, plus the research. You're looking at $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. Now you can do that on your own, or you could just invest $5,000. And if you want to do that, go to bold.greatgale.com and enroll today. But if you want to talk and have a free discussion and actually just book a call, we can just discuss this, see if you're a great fit for the program, because we want people who are serious, not curious. We are going literally everything you need to succeed. And how can I tell you this? Why am I letting you know this? When we do BOLDSAGA and all these books that you see in front of you, we do cover to cover. The ideas, the writing, the art, everything that you see in front of the book, we do. And we want to help you and equip you to do that, because you asked the millionaire, how do you become a millionaire? He said, own every part of the process. Now it's your time, kings and queens, to own every part of the process, step into greatness, step into millions, and step into your billions. All right. More amazing events are on the horizon. Stay tuned and stay up to date with all things BOLDSAGA when you follow us at Great Gale Co. on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Clubhouse, Fanbase, and Weekend Folk. And thank you for listening. Remember, you could be the next Akira. This is your time. This is your season. It's time to elevate. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Elevate with E. We truly appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. And if you love this video, we know you'll love the one coming up next. Just click the link and enjoy.